Witajcie moi drodzy widzowie w tym kolejnym odcinku Zagrajmy w Fable 3. Ja teraz po małej rundce prywatnego grania w lutnie mam dobre... nazbierałem dobre 5000 złota. Więc tak. Stan domu 1. Zobaczymy jak tutaj jest. Stan domu 29. Tu trzeba naprawić jeszcze. A, 14% w sumie tu też naprawimy. I ten tu też naprawimy. No dobrze, i teraz zabieramy się za kup do kolejnych posiadłości, których tutaj właściwie nie ma dużo, więc zaczynamy. O Jezu, już 2004. Chwilka. 496. Tutaj... lub i wynajmij. Naprawimy jeszcze do tego. No dobrze, teraz zobaczymy jak tutaj. Właściciel... To niech będzie nasz dom. O, tu jest jakaś posiadłość jeszcze. Kupimy ją. Naprawimy. Tamtą nie dam na własność swoją, ale dam na wynająć. Na wynajm. Teraz tak, tutaj jest taki spory. Za 2400. Tak czy owak nie stać mnie na niego. Tu jest za 2400. Tatuażysta. 2 domy. Jeszcze 4 domy są tutaj. W sumie mi na pewno, no, mi będzie chyba starczyć tylko na około 3 tylko, bo ja zaraz naprawiam je. Więc... miałem naprawić go. Teraz zobaczę ten tutaj. No dobrze. Teraz właściwie za 508. Tu ja potrzebuję jeszcze 2000. No z dobre 7500. I... no, 8500 bym potrzebował.
Sir Walter is still waiting for you in the Brightwall Tavern. He seems to have become rather attached to the place.
No dobrze, co tu mamy? Dostępne misje. Gdzie jest tu jakaś misja? Tą misję później zrobimy. Mnie teraz wioska Brightwall interesuje bardziej. O, tu jest nawet jeszcze, tak na zewnątrz całkowicie. Oszust Notok. No dobrze. I teraz tak, gdzie chciał nas Walter spotkać? Gdzie? A. W tawernie. Ale kowal tuś otworzył swój sklep i co tu ma? Rozpylacz, stworzony do wystrzeliwania kul we wszystkich kierunkach. Rozpylacz przy prawidłowym użyciu. Ale no. Barnumifikator. No co to jest? Smoczy młot. Miecz miłości. No dobrze. Do tawerny, więc.
Chicken feather in my beer. Is that normal?
Ah, yes, the special ingredient of our famous silver hen ale.
Nie.
Well, but Samuel, this isn't a silver hen ale.
Then, no, that's just a chicken.
Ah, here he is. We were just talking about you.
Indeed, we have made a toast to your stupendous feat in ridding Miss Peak of Saker and his men. They have been a source of great distress for some time.
Nobody will be more pleased than Sabine. His dwellers might find some peace now.
Of course, nobody has suffered more than they.
I've been telling Samuel here about the terrible situation they're in. He thinks he may be able to help.
Yes, well, perhaps. I mean, of course. The thing is, as I was just explaining to Sir Walter, Brightwall has no overabundance of resources itself. The King's levies are rather steep, and we face shortages more often than is comfortable.
But
But were you to improve things around Brightwall, the people would be most grateful. And when people are grateful, they're also charitable. I'm sure they would find it in their hearts to send aid to those poor people.
there you have it. The way I see it. You will need all the followers you can get if you're going to lead a successful rebellion. What better time to start?
I heartily agree with Sir Walter. Pardon me for overhearing. As it happens, I've learned of a promising method for amassing followers. An excellent way to gain followers is by helping villagers in need. Take a closer look at Brightwall and I will explain more. You can now see the villagers in need. You can also see how many followers you must amass to impress Samuel and the people of Brightwall. Select a villager to help. By doing so, you will gain the respect and loyalty of others in the region.
Aha.
Select a villager to help, and by helping them, you will gain the respect and loyalty of others in the region.
No to weźmiemy zaginiona sztuka.
By completing quests for those in need, you will prove your abilities and demonstrate your potential as a leader.
You, good sir, you who live in such a tumultuous epoch, do you not thirst for the drama and emotion of a properly structured tragic play? You will find the legendary lost play? Splendid!
Finally, tragedy and comedy will come together as they
Aha, ja zrobiłem błąd teraz kategoryczny, ponieważ ja teraz zaakceptowałem zadanie, zanim ja się w ogóle dowiedziałem, o co biega. Miałem dać im najpierw powiedzieć, o co chodzi. O co im chodzi właściwie. I teraz ja tak po prostu muszę coś znaleźć z tego, co usłyszałem z tego dialogu. Ale przynajmniej mamy nasz świecący szlak taki.
turn back now, mortal one.
O, skarb. W sumie ja się przebiorę.
I have no doubt that the people of Brightwall will end up following you. Some new garments have been added to your wardrobe.
Nie chodzi mi o tatuaż.
Ah, I see.
Zacznijmy od tego, że stroje mi się nie podoba góra z tego. Nie. Nie, też nie pasuje. O, dobrze.
You know what would go perfectly with those gloves is a riding crop or a... Generals use them to point to maps. Swagger stick. That's it. Swagger stick. Swagger stick. Such a deliciously staccato... Nice gloves. Reconsider, have you? Very well.
Ja chcę się właśnie pozbyć tego tatuażu, bo mi się po prostu to nie podoba. Co teraz? Mi się podoba ta goła ręka prawa. Co by tutaj zmienić jeszcze? No tylko zobaczę jak... Nie. Nie.
I wonder if it would be possible to add a few built-ins in here. Whatever you feel comfortable in.
Nie.
Ah, very good. Yes, I always did appreciate the dweller's aesthetic. An excellent choice of jacket, just as appropriate for a soldier of...
No dobrze.
Any other business to attend to? You need...
Stay away from this only death and insanity await you. Don't pick it up. No, really, I'm serious.
Zobaczymy, co z tego wyjdzie.
You lot just can't leave well enough alone, can you? Bloody literary tourists, bane of my afterlife.
Ciekawa animacja to była. No ale teraz zobaczymy, co z tego wyjdzie.
Listen, you're not getting my lost plate, you hear? It's rubbish. Worse than rubbish. I mean, what was I thinking mixing tragedy and comedy? I must have been off my rocker.
A kto to?
It would seem, my dear fellow, you have been apprehended by the ghost of Philip Morley. That makes us both his captives. I am Ransom Locke. If the name seems familiar, it is because I was once a detective of some renown. And yet, here I am, ready to live out the rest of my days, trapped in a book. As far as I can deduce, we are currently in a scene from one of Morley's greatest romantic plays, the near tragedy of Oliver and Ethel. I believe if we are to escape, we must act out the scene. But performing is not one of my talents. If I am correct, putting on this costume should set things in motion.
Mam dziwne przeczucie co do tego. On jest kobietą, ona mężczyzną. O Jezu!
O Ethel, my love, my life, my son. If thou wouldst but give me one sign, one gesture that would speak of your affections, then might I think this grey existence worth living.
Ah, yes, a classic moment in the play. You are Ethel, the beautiful young daughter of a dung merchant. Show Oliver that you love him, and we may be able to leave this scene.
Wyznaj miłość. No musimy wyznać, żeby iść dalej.
My heart is yours, my love.
Let the heavens and the seas, the toads and the eels sing the song in my heart, for she doth love
O
me,
Jezu.
and all is well. We shall meet again in the morrow, my little ferret, and elope into the sunset to live out our days in wondrous joy.
A magnificent rendition. Truly, I applaud you.
I see you are gifted with remarkable literary cunning, but can you really comprehend the depths of my work? That we shall see.
Analiza, interpretacja, krótko mówiąc, jak ja tego nie cierpię.
This is undoubtedly a scene from one of Morley's earlier, funnier plays, Bloodbath at the Royal Court. And this must be your costume. The role of the fool is one filled with tragic depth. It will require a masterful performance.
Kolejny głupkowaty kostium. Co się to wpakowaliśmy?
What fresh insolence is this? Out of my throne, you impertinent buffoon! Stand before your king, and do your jester's duty! 'Tis a troublesome time for this court, and my crown grows heavy. So make me laugh, or I shall have your head.
Połaskoczemy. To głupkowato trochę wygląda, powiem wam szczerze.
Oh, stop, it's too funny. I believe I'm in the right mood now to meet with those foreign delegates. I think I shall only behead half of them, yes.
I have never seen a more convincing fool. There is hope for us yet.
You handle my royal dramas as well as you handle my romances. But will your versatility extend to the more subtle domains of theatre, I wonder?
I co teraz?
Oh dear. Unless I'm mistaken, this is a scene from Morley's notoriously violent historical epic, Titus the Mutilator, Part 2. Which would mean this is the gladiatorial arena from Act 5, where Titus is finally slaughtered by savage warriors seeking revenge. A favorite scene of mine as a child, I must admit. And here is Titus's famous costume. I had some pajamas that looked just like it. Put it on and you will take on the greatest role of your life.
No dobrze, i... Mam dziwną przeczucie, że tym razem walka.
Titus, thy pox-membered body shall pay for thy monstrous villainy. My son lies dead because of you. Now shall revenge be mine. Cold as your corpse and all the more flavoursome for it.
Do try to make your demise convincing.
Seems wealthy enough. Worth killing and robbing anyway. This guy's dangerous. We gotta take him down quick. Nice one! Now got the bugger! Blocked with panache. Next time, hit him before he hits you!
Yikes! Sure wish me vest were a bit more bulletproof. Oi! You keep shooting at me. Someone's gonna get killed.
Spokojnie.
Watch it! You'll shoot someone's eye out with that thing!
More of my kin lie slain, and yet you live. You have breathed your last sulphur-scented breath, Titus.
No chodźcie, chodźcie, chodźcie!
I'll show you some real magic. I'm gonna make your head levitate off your body. Get it!
Magia jakoś słabo na nich działa.
Fight there, why don't you? Magic's for cheaters. I can tell you can handle a gun, but can you handle me? That was some kind of fire spell. I wish I could cast spells like that.
No.
All my men dead. My vengeance denied. My world undone. I cannot stand to live 1 second more.
A tremendous performance. That's just the ending I wanted to see when I was a young boy attending the theatre every weekend. I wonder what scene will follow now.
Oh, what scene could possibly follow such a masterful rendition of my work? And the way you improvised some of those roles, you brought new life to my words. I stand in awe. You have earned the prize no mortal has ever been honored with before. My missing play. I entrust it to you, for I know that you will do it justice. I call it The Ham Sandwich. A metaphorical title, of course.
No dobrze. Zabici wieśniacy. 0. I tak chyba pozostanie.
Ah, you have retrieved our aged investigator. Happy day! Have you, perchance, found...
This is no time for perchances, Lambert. The play. Do you have it? We're saved, Lambert.
Oh, the joy in my bosom knows no bounds! Thank you 1,000,000 times! Thank you!
His head bosom. It's already working. Comedy and tragedy will at last join hands.
O Jezu.
Hark! Bear witness to the tragic futility that is man. Oh, how it doth sear my senses to see paradise and yet to be barred.
That reminds me of a great joke. A guard, a monk, and a chicken walk into a bar. Unfortunately, the bartender had had a mild heart attack that morning, so none of them get served.
And yet what purpose doth heartache serve, when the infinite dark blanket that is death falls softly upon our still beating corpse?
That reminds me of another one. A corpse walks into a bar and says, "Can I have a lemonade?" "Certainly," replies the bartender. "I've never seen a stiff drink."
And so endeth our happy sad play, which reminds us we are made of nothing but clay. There's time only for our fool to say,
"Great big giant bosoms."
What the hell was that?
Biggest load of old tosh I ever saw. It didn't even make sense.
Worst play ever.
Zaginiona sztuka. 20 znaków gildii. Działa zebranym Filipem.
So, what shall you do now, Mr. Locke? Any more mysteries on the horizon?
I rather think...
Teraz się zastanawiam, jaki jest następny cel. Ja tu teraz na drogę do władzy poszłem, bo chcę zobaczyć, czy wreszcie bo to mnie interesuje. Magia, poziom 2. Czar wstrząs? Już wykopiłem? Fika. To tak. Broń strzelecka, magia, poziom 2. No dobrze, teraz ja mam czar wstrząs, mam 2. poziom magii, więc ja teraz pójdę...
I have no doubt that the people of Brightwall will end up... You've a new type of gauntlet available. That is a gauntlet, a device which allows a hero to channel magical energies to cast spells. Quite extraordinary. Excellent choice of gauntlet.
Nie do końca tak jak chciałem. No, czemu ja nie mogę? Masz już na sobie. Ja chciałem właściwie zrobić kombinację. A założę wstrząs na chwilę. No dobrze, teraz lec. No dobrze, teraz zobaczymy, gdzie są jakieś zadania i coś do kupienia. Bo tutaj kupimy i wynajmijmy. I naprawimy zaraz. No dobrze. Nie, 2430. No teraz bym potrzebował 2500 tych. Czyli 7500 ja potrzebuję, żeby następny zakupić. Teraz tak. Coś tutaj niby jest. Zobaczymy, czy coś można tam zrobić teraz. Adoptowane dzieci. Nic póki co. O, zobaczymy. Dokąd prowadzi nas szlak? Bo... Miejsce... Ło! Błyskawicami teraz jedziemy. I co mamy? Biżuteria.